That is one of the first reasons why I wanted to get a motorcycle. Is this feeling of freedom that you get, man. What is going on here? If you ride a bike, you will know how therapeutic it really is. What is going on, you guys? How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having an amazing day. I sure am. Because we're back on the bike, man. And today, I got a special topic for you guys. Since a lot of you guys are beginners or thinking about getting into a motorcycle, we're going to be discussing the pros and cons of owning a motorcycle. Before we go anywhere though, check out the new visor that I got for my helmet, man. If you guys stay updated with my videos, you will know that my visor flew off on the freeway the other day. Make sure to go watch that video. And I used to have a silver visor, but this time I got a little red gold hint. And honestly, it matches really well with the whole vibe. I got the yellow 46 on there. Shout out Valentino Rossi. And now I got the red gold visor. Kind of looks dope. Let me know how you guys like it down below in the comments. Let's see what she's talking about today. Cold start, baby. Woo-wee. Oh yeah, baby. Welcome to the bay. It's an amazing day outside today. Perfect day to ride. And why not? We're gonna go for a long cruise. We might even go over a bridge, so there are gonna be some nice views up ahead, man.
This is what I mean when I say make a way. Shawty wanna be my Kim K like I'm Ye. When I'm on the top, it's not stop, they gon' say this ain't in your genes, you got lucky, it's okay. This is what I mean when I say make a way. Shawty wanna be my Kim K like I'm Ye. When I'm on the top, it's not stop, they gon' say this ain't in your genes, you got lucky, it's okay.
But today, we got an important topic to discuss, my fellow Royal family. We are going to be discussing the pros and cons of owning a motorcycle. I know a lot of people might be beginners watching this video, so I'm going to give a full unbiased opinion on the different pros and cons of owning a motorcycle. And I'm going to be talking about motorcycles in general, not just sports bikes, because you can get honestly any type of motorcycle, be on two wheels, and you'll be having a blast. So first off, we're going to start with the pros of owning a motorcycle. And the number one pro to owning a motorcycle is connecting with other bike enthusiasts, connecting with other people who have motorcycles, and making a community. That is one of the first reasons why I wanted to get a motorcycle, was because I see groups of people riding together. I see friends having a good time. And honestly, after you get a motorcycle, you show up to a couple bike events, you realize how friendly the whole entire community is. From the outside, we might not seem that friendly, but really, everyone just wants to get to know each other. And we all have the same passion of having motorcycles, so why not become friends? If you're getting into the motorcycle community and you're new to it, easiest way to get started is show up to bike night. Wherever you are, there probably is a bike night event once a month at your local cycle gear or some local motorcycle shops. And a lot of shops like to host these so they can literally bring together the community. And it's an easy way to make friends who share the same passion with you. Because if they share the same passion of motorcycles with you, you don't know what other things they're probably doing in life. So it's really nice to connect with other people, go on rides, make friends, do different activities together. Such an easy way. And I'm telling you, the bike community is very welcoming. We love everyone, man. I don't really care. I mean, I have a really nice motorcycle, a really pretty bike, I like to call it. Maybe the most beautiful R6 in the world, maybe. And I don't really care. It doesn't matter what bike you have. You don't have to have a nice, expensive bike for me to hang out. As long as you want two wheels, we good. Let's go. On to the pro number 2 of owning a bike. Is this amazing sound underneath me. think this might be a little more biased for me towards sport bikes, but even Harleys, all types of bikes, this sound amazing. At the next stoplight, I'm gonna give y'all a little sound check to show y'all how it really sounds. And y'all have heard my bike in the beginning when I was doing the cold start. But man, these things sound amazing. Uh-oh, what is going on here? Come on, man. Check this out. Woo! I know y'all heard that. Hey, thank you, my fellow truck driver. Nice guy over there. But man, being on a bike with the engine rumbling right underneath you, woo-wee, sounds immaculate. Nothing else really compares to what this sounds like. Because in cars, when you're in the car, unless you got a really, really, really loud car, you can't really hear the engine like that. But on bikes, the engine is literally right under your cojones. So you hear it all the time, man. I'm not getting an opportunity to fully ring this thing out. Might have to stop up somewhere. Show y'all how this R6 really sounds, man. Ooh, that's a lot of potholes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, she's popping. Oh yeah. I know y'all hear that, man. And being on top of a bike that sounds like this, woo, sounds amazing. There's also a con to that, which I'll talk about later on when we're discussing those. But man, nothing sounds as good as being on a motorcycle. Like I was saying, you could even be on a Harley, and the Harley riders know, man, they love the sound of their bikes too. Might be a little obnoxious, but hey, they do sound good to certain ears. It's all perspective at the end of the day. Oh, I think we're coming up on a stoplight. Come on. Come on. Oh, they don't want me to stop, man. They just want me to be going today. It's all good. Let me ring it out a little bit for you guys right here. Let's go. Makes you feel unstoppable. That might also be a con. Here we go. I found a little spot for you guys to really hear how this sounds. Now that she's warmed up, she's gonna sound more amazing than ever. Y'all ready? Let's go. Dang. So she do sound amazing. Told y'all. Now, on to the next pro of owning a motorcycle. Is this feeling of freedom that you get, man. When you're on a bike, it's undescribable almost, because you'll understand once you actually get a bike and you learn how to ride it and you're not scared of riding it anymore. You get this feeling of being absolutely free when you're on the bike. Like, I don't know what it is. You don't even have to be going so fast. You could just be chilling with traffic like I am today, and oh, you feel like you're flying. I've been riding bikes since I was young, since I was 17, 18, so I've got really used to it. And I never had a fear of riding a bike. A lot of people get on a bike and they're scared of riding it. That's something that you should probably get over before you try to do anything on the bike. But this feeling of freedom, man, like I just be jamming out to music with no music on when I'm riding my bike. It's the best thing in the world. I don't know how to describe it. But once you hop on a bike, take your M1 course, man, you will understand. It's just a vibe being on a bike, man. Always ride safe and within your own limits. But hey, feels amazing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me give y'all a little sound check. Tunnel sound check. Okay, she's screaming. Especially when you're on the freeway, Man, the feeling of being free is kind of crazy. Oh yeah. Catch me not leading the bike at all, man. And you know what? I don't care. Because I ain't trying to bring the bike down or hurt myself, so we're going to lean on the track where it's appropriate. But it's something different. I feel like also because when you're riding a bike, you have all four, both your hands and both your feet are fully engaged at all times. So you're always like on go. You're not thinking about anything else in the world. When I'm driving my car, I'm so comfortable while I'm driving my car, chilling, that I'm thinking about 10 different things while I'm driving my car. When I'm riding the bike, and I'm zoned in, ain't nothing else I'm thinking about. So it just makes you feel free, makes you feel relaxed. It's almost therapeutic. If you ride a bike, you will know how therapeutic it really is. Slow down there, my guy, slow down there. We almost started dancing. It's a whole vibe when you're on a bike. Now we got the next pro to owning a bike. And this is an important one. It's always so much easier to park. You go anywhere, there's usually motorcycle parking there, or you can either, if you're at a gym, you're at a restaurant, they usually allow you to park your bike right in the front, because the bikes are so small that you don't need to take up a whole parking spot. They'd rather have you park in the front than take up a whole car spot, and maybe someone might even hit your bike because they don't even know it's there. So parking, always so much easier on a bike. Usually if I go to the gym with my bike, or I take my bike out when I'm gonna go get some food, I just park it up right in the front. And that's also because I don't like parking my bike where I can't see it. If my bike is parked somewhere, I need to be able to see this thing. That's why I don't take it out everywhere. If you know me in person, you know I don't take my bike everywhere, you know. She's too precious for me to be taking it everywhere. Here's a toll bridge, let's go. Oh man, look at this view. I don't think cameras do this view enough justice, but woo! Welcome to the Bay Area, baby! Let's go! Man, I haven't been on this bridge in a while. The water, the sky. Woo! The feeling of being free is real. Now on to the last pro of owning a bike. Cutting through traffic is so much easier. Not that you should be cutting through traffic really hard and going a little crazy, but if you're riding a normal bike and you're commuting on it, which is what a lot of people use bikes for, it's so easy to commute on a bike, especially in states that allow it, like California. You're able to go through traffic without, oh, what is that? Uh-oh. You're able to go through traffic without actually hitting traffic. You don't gotta sit there bored in your car. Just grab the bike and you're chilling. It may be a little harder to carry all your stuff, but hey, it'll get you from point A to point B way quicker than a car is ever gonna get you there. You know what? Some rollers would be really nice on this bridge, actually. You know what? Say less. I might have get some rollers on this bridge. But like I was saying, so much easier to go through traffic when you're on a bike. Oh, look at this truck being nice to me. Thank you, nice guy truck. I was not gonna cut past you that fast anyways, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shout out to people like that who are nice on the streets. Now, let's talk about some of the cons to owning a motorcycle. Starting out with the first one, which is exposure to weather. When you're on a motorcycle, you're exposed to all sorts of weather. Doesn't matter if it's rainy, super cold, you might be out really far away from your house and then it gets cold, and you have no choice but to bear it. That's one of the things that I don't really like about owning a motorcycle, because when I'm out and I start getting freezing cold, the ride is not enjoyable anymore when I'm freezing. If a motorcycle is your only form of transportation, good luck with it in the winter. You're gonna be drenched. I know a couple people who ride in the rain, and it's scary, man. I've accidentally rode in the rain a couple times, and it's not a good time. Not a fun time. I would say if you can, don't try to ride in the rain. Make sure to have your motorcycle as a second form of transportation, rather than your number one form of transportation. Because honestly, it's not safe to be riding a motorcycle all the time. It's okay to use it as a luxury thing. If you need it in form of commuting, then use it to commute on the days that you know the weather's going to be okay. Which leads me on to my second con of riding a motorcycle, which is how dangerous these things can truly be. If you own a motorcycle or you know anything about motorcycles, or if you've seen the news about motorcycles, it's all true. Riding a motorcycle can be very dangerous. A lot of motorcycle riders go down all the time, man. This happens yearly. If you're a beginner looking to get on a motorcycle for the first time, I almost ran into that pool. If you're a beginner looking to get onto a motorcycle, make sure to ride it with your head on a swivel. Not a lot of cars will see you when you're riding a bike. Some people don't have respect for you when you're riding a bike. So they don't really know how dangerous it can be. And a lot of the times, it's not even the motorcyclist's fault, but it's the motorcycle rider who ends up getting hurt. And that's the worst part about it. So make sure when you're getting your motorcycle, first of all, make sure to get all your gear. I used to ride with no gear, and I've faced my consequences already, and I've learned from it. Now I make sure to ride with gear. And I'm not talking about just gloves and a helmet. I'm talking about boots, something to protect your knees, something to protect your shins, something to protect your back and your elbows. Because it feels, because the opposite side of feeling so free, woo, look at this view! Because the opposite side of feeling so free is you never know what might happen when you're on the road. Especially on the streets, there might be an oil spill. As you've seen, there were a couple obstructions in my path today. And if I don't notice them, I could hit them and be thrown off my bike. And it's not even my fault. So make sure to ride safe, ride your own ride. Don't copy what others do. Especially with the boom of social media, a lot of people are doing stunts, and a lot of the young generation is getting influenced to ride crazy. And there's no point in riding crazy. If you want to ride crazy, you want to push your limits, go to the track. That's what the track is made for. That's why I don't really push my limits on the streets anymore, because I've seen a lot of people around me go down, and I've learned from their mistakes. I don't want to be part of the statistic, so I'm just going to make sure to ride cool. I built my bike to be a show bike anyway, so there's no point in me pushing the limits. I'm not trying to hurt myself, not only hurt the bike. Moving on to con number 3, I think, of riding a motorcycle, which is how expensive it really is. Like I was saying, if you're getting a motorcycle, you gotta make sure to get all your gear too, not just buy the bike. And gear gets expensive. If you're buying a motorcycle which has the tech on it, it has ABS, it has traction control, you're paying more than 10 grand for the bike usually. And then, on top of that, if you're buying all the gear necessary to ride properly, you're probably dropping another couple $1,000s on just gear alone. Riding a motorcycle isn't the cheapest thing ever. I don't get why people say, oh, you ride a motorcycle, it must be so cheap, you're so lucky to have a motorcycle. It's an expensive hobby. And you go down once on a motorcycle, you might not be hurt too much, but everything is destroyed. Man, you're down another $10,000. It's not something that's real cheap, especially getting a bike that has good tech on it. This R6 was the older generation of the R6, so it doesn't actually have traction control, doesn't have ABS, but hey, I ride it within my limits. I don't push my limits to need ABS to kick on. The last con to owning a motorcycle is that it's always prone to theft. When you have a motorcycle, it's so easy for it to get stolen, especially if it looks really nice and it's not put into a safe garage. It's really easy for people to steal motorcycles, and this happens all the time because they're expensive hobbies. It costs almost the same as a car. When it comes down to it, it's really easy to steal, so a lot of them do get stolen. A lot of bikes, even sold secondhand, are stolen. One of the things that you can do to prevent that from happening is make sure you have a tracker on your bike, first of all. Tracker will allow it, so if it does get stolen, you know exactly where it is. You can go find it, and it'll give you notifications to your phone to prevent anything like that from happening, and you can call the cops immediately. Another thing you can do if you need to park your bike outside is get a wheel lock on there. Wheel lock will allow you to have an alarm system, so right when the wheel is turned a little bit or the bike is moved, you instantly hear the alarm, and the alarm goes off, and it'll scare the person who's trying to steal your bike, so they won't try to do that. When you are putting a tracker on your bike, make sure to hide it. A lot of people know where the tracker is, so it's really easy, but make sure to hide it, tuck it away somewhere, and you'll be good. I would say if you have an expensive bike, don't just be spending all your money on the bike. Make sure to get the gear with it. Make sure that you're storing it in a nice spot, and you're good. I hope y'all enjoyed the little rant about the pros and cons of owning a motorcycle. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Let me know if you guys agree with it, disagree with it. I want to see the comments. I like engaging with you guys, like talking to you guys, so let me know how you guys feel. Do you guys want a motorcycle in the future? Are you going to be safe on it? A lot of things to consider. But anyways, thanks for rocking with me today. Make sure to work hard, love your own life first, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.